What is up, everyone? Today we are going to be going over the Smash World Tour Northeast. I know I didn't really go over the Southeast yet, so if you want me to talk about at least a couple of stories there, I can. But today we are going over the Northeast qualifier, which is one that people thought was obviously incredibly stacked overall. The winner was Tweek. Second place was Syrup. He had an amazing run, and that's actually the first person I want to focus on, because Syrup, the 13-year-old prodigy Ness main, basically. But a lot of people have known he's good. He's done well in other online tournaments. He sauced me when we played in friendlies because I was like, I want to learn the Ness matchup. Didn't go well for me. So let's just kind of go over who Syrup had to play. I don't know, obviously, a lot of the people earlier in the rounds. This is the round 2 pools. I'm definitely not going to know people round 1 pool. But they beat Smock, a really good player from Montreal. Smock is very, very good. It was supposed to be Sharp, but Sharp got upset by Advo. So Syrup made it top 32 pretty clean. Played Cake, who is someone that upset, they upset someone, I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Oh, it's the same pool. Who was here? Because I don't see any, like, big names here. It was supposed to be here? Well, did someone get upset round 1? Is that what happened? Oh, Cosmos. Okay, so that was supposed to be Cosmos. So Cake made it through the Cosmos bracket. And so then Syrup beat Cake, that's a great sounding just tag, like name in general, Syrup and Cake. And then 3-2 Ned. I'm honestly really impressed with this. I'm gonna watch that eventually, probably in a separate video. I'll go over a couple of the players that I thought were really good. That Ness is impressive, right? And then beat Waddy 3-0. I was very surprised about this, but I don't think Waddy went Rob, because he already qualified. Yeah, Pit and Mewtwo. So he probably went Pit for like his chat or something. But still, beat Waddy. Waddy's very good, even with his secondaries, right? And then, of course, in winners finals, beat Leon 3-1. Like, he kind of dominated everyone except for Ned. And then 3-1 against Tweek in in grand final set 1, lost, and then lost 3-2. But the 3-2, like, the thing about Syrup against Tweek, because I was listening to the commentary because I was driving at the time, so I couldn't watch, was that apparently Syrup had leads in, like, every single game, basically, and then Tweek would just basically not die and, like, stop getting hit and then just win from there, like, get a lead, and then Diddy's really good at just not getting hit, whereas Ness sometimes struggles to get the open ups. So I think Tweek obviously is a very good player, like amazing, the #1 seed. He's one of the best online players, even though he stopped entering. He's one of the best offline players. Y'all know, like, I put him in my he might be the best player in the world video. Like, super good, obviously. Tweek's run was incredible. He lost to Quid early. But yeah, Syrup, honestly, nothing but respect for Syrup. Again, I've played him before. Very, very good. Is honestly less of a mashy Ness than a lot of the other ones that have qualified so far. Like, I feel like a lot of the Ness players play very different. Like, I don't think Gact plays like Send, plays like Syrup, plays like... I forget the one from... the qualified in, like, Central America. I forget his name. Echo Fire. They all play very different. But Syrup, honestly, was very, very impressive in his run. Again, I didn't really watch that much of it because I was not, like, I couldn't pay attention. But other stories, of course, was the reverse 3-0 by Tweek, or by Quid on Tweek, and then Tweek just kind of went on a rampage. He ended up winning the tournament, of course, beat Blue Jay, MJ, Dabuzz, Sinji, and then, like, just everyone. He beat everyone. He just destroyed everyone, and it wasn't close. The only person that brought it close was Syrup in grand finals. Otherwise, it was like a slaughter. Like, I was listening to the Leon versus Tweek, and it just seemed bad. Of course, we had Riddles qualify. We had, like, all these 4 players. So, like, Waddy, Syrup, Leon, Riddles. And then you had Armadillo is the next person I'll talk about, and Tweek. And those were the qualifiers from the main bracket, with Dabuzz and Sharp winning the last chance qualifier, right? So Armadillo. So I just want to go back to see where he lost. Because he lost to Nick C, and I saw that on Twitter. So he lost 2-0 to Nick C. And then Ned beat Nixie, and then Nixie DQ'd. So he lost, if this is top 32, that would be the round of 17-34. So he lost in the round of 64 to Nixie. And then beat Stefan, B-Trader, Miles. Oh, that's who knocked Miles out. Miles is very good. He got 3rd in the last chance qualifier, so 3 sets. Then he beat Pokeland, the really good villager. He beat Raven King. He beat Amante, he beat Quid, which I think was 7, and he beat Ned, and then he won a set in the finals. So he won 10 sets in losers. 10 sets. That's a lot. Beating Riddles. He's Lucario and also Pyramithra. I don't know how much Pyramithra they played. I guess you can just look how much he played. So he lost as Pyra there. It's probably a stage thing. He won all of his games with Pyramithra against Raven King, which makes sense. That matchup seems awful. Only beat Ned with Lucario. won 2 games, more games than the Lucario, but either way. So people are now wondering, is Lucario good? And I want to remind everyone that just because a character does good online does not mean they are going to be as good offline. Of course, there has been a lot of meta development for a lot of characters online because it's been half the game, as I've recorded, like around half of the game's lifespan, so people are figuring out new techs. Lucario got buffed at some point, so he might be better than people think he is, but people are like, he's high tier. It's like, y'all, there are so many good characters in this game, and the reason that characters that are bad can still do well, like relatively bad, right, is because every character basically in this game is good. If you ignore the bottom like 5 or 6 characters, I said it in my tier list, if you play a low mid-tier character, you can still probably do well at an event, assuming you don't run into like your couple of really bad matchups. Armadillo or Armadillo, I don't know if he's Hispanic, I don't know if that's how he pronounces it, I'm assuming it's Armadillo, had a really good run. That's a lot of wins, that's a lot of good players, including Riddles, and the qualification's crazy. And, you know, I'm looking forward to playing them at the offline event, because obviously I will be there since I qualified in mine, and I want to play them, I want to money match them. I want to, at the very least, like, bring my stream there so I can play all these people outside of, like, the pools, or, like, the bracket, because I don't necessarily know, but, like, Lucario is an okay character. He is a low mid-tier character. But that's still good in Smash Ultimate because welcome to Smash Ultimate's balance. Because like a character doing well doesn't necessarily mean they are like high tier. Because otherwise, literally every character is high tier. Because Little Mac has got top 16th or 13th place in Japan. That doesn't mean Little Mac's a good character. You know, whatchamacallit, what's his name? Who's the doc player? Who's the really good online doc player? Mabel. There we go. Mabel, the really good doc player, did poorly at this event. Got second at Frame Perfect Series at some point. Got like top 8 at other online locals, like the weeklies. That doesn't mean Doc is good. 1, online. 2, it just doesn't mean Doc is a good character. But there are results for every character, so if you really want to put it, can be viable. But that's Ultimate, and then some characters are still bad, relatively, like relative to the cast, you know what I'm saying? They just won MSM, that's hilarious. But it's still, like, that doesn't mean Doc is high tier, is my point. I'm very happy for basically everyone that qualified. I like all these players. Armadillo is the one that I'm the least familiar with. I wanted Ned. Obviously, I wanted Mars as well. Speaking of Mars, just for clarity's sake for y'all, Mars was getting his second COVID vaccine the day, like the first day of the tournament, and then was obviously experiencing the side effects the second day of, like, hit the last chance qualifier. Similar to Louis Money, who didn't make the cut in the Northwest, or Southwest rather. So I want to go look at where Mars was in bracket. Oh, 9 Super Pie took a game from Mars. That's surprising. I mean, not really. Super Pie's really good. Oh, he actually DQ'd? What? Was it a lag test? I don't know. So yeah, Super Pie, that's a rough pull. Mars, you know, I'm not going to go through all the way, but he beat a lot of people, obviously. Kofi took him 2-1. So did Colonies. Damn, he actually had some really close sets. I obviously don't know how close the sets were because I wasn't watching. Then I guess Mars won and Super Pie got DQ'd, which is confusing to me. Tilda beat him. Tilda's really good. Really, really good Falco player. So then he got dropped into losers. Let me just look farther. Where he beat Amaryllis, Jackal, again, another 2-1. Zane the Duck Hunt. I'm assuming he beat Sassy Flygon if they are in the same part of bracket. But, like, Mars did a lot. Like, Mars won a lot of sets because the LCQ was incredibly long. John Numbers beat Light. Lol, that sounds about right. So Mars won off of a couple DQs because I guess they were just done. Beat Pokeland, which that makes sense. Oh, he lost to Raven King. But he won a game of Snake. Yeah, that matchup doesn't seem fun, especially after Uppy got nerfed. Yeah, I could see that. And then, so he got like 13th in LCQ. Okay, I must have just missed that before because it's a weird looking. Day-to-Day made it to top 8. That's hilarious. This set, from what I was listening, was very, very close, which is great. But yeah, the Northeast was honestly, it was strange because it was simultaneously a bloodbath, but then every single person other than, again, Armadillo and Mars, but Mars's like circumstances were weird, so it makes sense. Like, I feel like everyone qualified that we expected to, while still being kind of crazy because you had Syrup's incredible run. You had Armadillo, you had the Mars stuff, but it's kind of strange to me that like everything kind of happened the way it kind of made sense to, while still having a lot of upsets, even though the Northeast probably had the largest pool of, like, talent pool of players. Like Tweek getting upset is wild. DaBuzz getting upset, well, that's by Leon, so that's not really, I mean, it is an upset, but it's not like a crazy upset because Leon's really good. But like there were so many good players in this region, but I feel like the people that made it made sense, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know if you want me to go over the regions I didn't already. I didn't go over Northwest because I didn't really find anything of note there, and then the Southeast, I kind of just focused on like my video of doing well. But if you want me to talk about the overall bracket, I totally can. And yeah, I'll see you all next time.